You can no longer use vehicles to kill the Chemist or the Juggernaut in DMZ, but in this video, I'm going to show you what is without question the easiest solo method to take down the Juggernaut in all 3 of its spawn locations and the Chemist to get the weapon case and the M13B guaranteed and guaranteeing the Exfil. Let's get straight into it. If you want to find yourself back here for more DMZ tips and tricks, then consider subscribing. But let's start off with the Juggernaut. We're going to break this down into the 3 locations that it can spawn, starting with the Observatory spawn. If you get this spawn in your DMZ game, then this is the easiest spot in the entire game to take down the Jug, as the Jug can literally not even shoot back at you. This method in the Observatory was discovered by YT Lukey, so big credit to him. This was an incredible find, and I'll leave a link to his channel below. At the Observatory, you want to climb up to the top of this tower. There's going to be 2 ladders that you're going to want to climb, and when you get to the very top, you're going to be looking at this Observatory opening here. You want to mantle onto the top of this railing. Once you've made it onto the railing, you're then going to want to just run forwards and immediately deploy your parachute and aim for that hole in the roof. When you get there, you're going to notice that there's going to be a telescope that's going to be in the way, and you want to land as high to the top of the telescope as possible. As you see, the Jug is just chilling there down below, and if you've got an RPK that you might have got from an AI that you killed earlier, just rain fire on the Jug. He won't be able to shoot back at you because for some reason he just can't aim upwards to shoot you, so it is a free instant kill more or less, where after a few rounds of shooting him, he's going to die, he's going to drop the weapon case, and now you can just easily jump down, smash through one of the windows to get out of the tower and make your way over to a vehicle to get to that exfil point. If you are doing this solo, I would advise you have a vehicle nearby so you can get immediately into that vehicle and drive away. There are quite a lot of armored AI all around this area. As you've seen, it really does not get any easier than that. The next location we're going to look at is the spawn at Hydroelectric, and a massive shout out to a fellow YouTuber Casper Z for coming up with this incredible method for the Jug over at Hydroelectric. I have his YouTube channel also linked down below in this video's description. But with Hydroelectric, you want to be behind this burnt car and just simply aim around until you see the Jug, which we do see right here. He's just walking around, but as you can clearly see, he's not sensed anyone's presence nearby, so he's not tracking any players. So I put a few bullets into him, and what you want to do is you want to wait until you hear this music cue start playing. Once that has played, you'll know that the Juggernaut is tracking your position and is making his way over to you. If I go back over to the bridge, you can see he has completely crossed to the opposite side, and he is making his way menacingly over towards the other side of the bridge. I definitely advise you put a live ping on him so you can track to see if he is making his way over towards you, which you can see he definitely is doing. And you want to make your way over to this lone house that you can see we're going into right here. Keep all the doors open and keep watching and waiting until the Jug gets closer. Now, for some reason, the Jug has some weird pathing issues with this particular house where he has trouble getting to you. If you stay on the stairs, you'll notice the Jug will make his way through the back door, through the kitchen. And in this moment right here, the Jug has trouble actually tracking you, so go ahead and fire some shots into the Jug. And once he's made his way towards the staircase, you want to run into this bedroom, then out of this glass window onto the balcony, and just wait a few seconds. Then hop back down, make your way back through this window, and as you'll see, the Jug for some reason will be running back towards that back door, giving you a few seconds to go ahead and shoot him. And once he's near the staircase, just hop out that window, run back down through that window again. As you can see, he keeps trying to go around the back, so for that few moments, you can get some easy shots into him, throw some stuns, throw some thermites. It will have a serious amount of trouble actually trying to shoot you, so again, just keep rinse and repeating this strategy. Once he gets near the stairs, pat onto the balcony, hop back down, back through that window, and then just wait for him to come back through that back door and rain fire on him once again. And once you repeat this process a few times, he will drop the weapon case. He'll have given you no bother at all, and you will have killed the Jug with relative ease and 0 risk. Now all you need to do is just exfil with that case. Now the final spawn location for the Jug can be Sharim Pass, and we're going to be doing another really cool technique which was discovered by Zaya, and I'll have his channel linked down below as well. But you want to be making your way to Sharim Pass from this side of it, as you can see, and as we get close, our car is going to be DDoSed. But if you heard the sound stinger, you'll know that the Jug is now tracking us, and we want to stay on this hill. If you're at all worried about if the Jug has spawned yet, you'll be able to hear his music, but as you can see, he'll slowly make his way down this hill, and if we hug the wall, for some reason the Jug has a really hard time focusing on our body, and very quick and simply, we just mow the Jug down. All you want to be doing is just hugging the wall as he makes his slow walk down this hill, and without much trouble at all, you'll be able to put a ton of bullets into him. He will have dropped the weapon case. You can pick that up and you can exfil. Now, if you want to make this exfil even easier on yourself, then you want to go ahead and complete a rescue hostage contract before you go and kill the Jug. You'll want to find one of these as close to the Jug location as possible, so that once you fuse the bomb on the hostage and you need to take it to the exfil helicopter, you want to leave that body by the exfil helicopter. That way you have your own personal exfil, that once you have the weapon case, you can just drive straight to that exfil chopper. It will take you away without having to go to a public exfil point where there's going to be players that are going to be camping and waiting for you to go there so that they can take the case for themselves. And there you have what is without question the easiest solo methods to take down the Jug right now in DMZ after the patch. But let's move on to the M13B. And this again is going to be how to get it on solo. Now, since you won't be able to use a vehicle to even get near the chemist, the best tips are to take this slow and steady. The best way to do this on solo is to go in with a sniper. I've also gone in with a spotter scope as part of my equipment, and we'll show you why this is such a useful bit of equipment. But as you can see in this spawn, I have it near the Satik cave complex. You'll be wanting to approach the circle from an elevated area. So as you can see here, I'm on the highest point of the circle, and with the spotter scope, I can look in, I can zoom in, and I can try and find and tag where the chemist is. You can use thermals with the spotter scope. You can toggle the zooms. You can zoom in really, really far. But as you can see, I'm looking around to try and see if I can spot the chemist. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and kill him with my sniper. Chemist is a 2-shot to the head with any sniper rifle. So it really pays to just be a little bit slower with this, making sure you know exactly where he is. You can get some great shots on him as he'll be constantly moving around that zone. So you've got plenty of time to look around, see if you can spot him. And say, for example, he runs into like a hut or a building or something, don't worry about it. Just stay patient. Maybe try and get a different angle if you know where he's gone, because eventually you will get a really good line of sight on him. Once you've managed to hit 2 headshots on him, he will die dropping the M13. And if, like me, you don't have a gas mask, be sure to pick up the gas mask that his body will drop, as well as the M13B. And as simple as that, on solo, you just got the M13B. And now all you need to do is just extract as soon as possible in order for it to count. Since the patch which has stopped vehicles from working, there's definitely a lot less players that are going for it. And if they are, they're definitely trying to rush in and do it. So as a sniper from a high distance, you've got a lot of advantages to take out those players, as well as get a really good spot on where the chemist is before taking your shot, running in and getting that M13 and extracting. You can clearly see from the gameplay how much easier it is to take out the chemist when you take your time, you use a sniper, you make sure you're approaching him from a really far distance so that you aren't having to take down a load of other AI, you're just focusing on the chemist. But for the time being, this is without doubt the easiest solo methods to get both the Jug and the chemist with very little risk at all. Do let me know if any of these methods work for you in your next DMZ games. Since you're here at the end of the video, please open up the description and give a subscription to Lukey, Casper Z, and Zaka Yeet, channels who are all producing fantastic MW2 content. They're definitely worth a sub. For more DMZ tips and tricks, check out this video on your screen right now.